We get Laura working because the landlord won't do it. So she's got to do the work herself. There we go. There we go. There we go. Working hard. This is evidence, Laura. This is evidence. Working hard because the landlord, $600 a month, will not do it.
600 a month plus.
That's right, plus. So we gotta.
Video camera.
This is what we. Oh, this video camera. This is the present I bought Charlotte.
That's a nice compact one. Let's see it.
It's
Turn that damn thing off, Eric.
Okay, I got it. Wait. Wait a minute.
So what you do is put a blank tape into your VCR and hook it up to that tape.
Mm-hmm. And you can make as many copies as you want or something.
And that's true too.
Yeah. That's how we did the karate
I
thing.
wish they would have had that for my brother's wedding, because I had to make all the copies. And that was a pain in the butt.
Yeah, this is kind of. See if I can get. See, Charlotte never lets me film her. There she is. Oh, that sun feels good.
So the bigger ones have the regular,
Yeah, the big one's got the, the. Hi, Charlotte.
the regular VHS.
Tape in there. Yeah, they're nice, but they're bigger.
I really hate that. It's not that much of a hassle, right?
No, it all takes about a minute or 30 seconds to hook up. So.
Well, what do you put the wire in your VCR? I don't quite understand.
Oh, okay. There's in the VCR, the cable thing that hooks into your TV.
Yeah.
You just unscrew that and stick this into that.
Oh.
So that way you can watch it on TV while you're recording off of this camera.
What is this?
I'll tell you, Laura, it didn't explain that in the instructions.
It didn't?
Oh no. I had to figure it out. It took me, I read the instruction from back to front, and front to back, and it didn't say anything about how to do this. So I kind of just figured it out on my own one day. It took me a long time to figure it out. Now it's simple if you think about it.
You know, I don't believe, I mean, some people don't know how to program the VCR, let alone do that, but they wouldn't put instructions in.
No, I swear to God.
Maybe they didn't put all the instructions in.
Maybe, because it wasn't in the...
Somebody brings stuff back, they don't put all the stuff in either.
It was in the, I looked at it and I read it and I'm like, well, how the hell do you do this?
I would have told him right up.
My pride. I was like, I'll figure this out.
And he did.
Actually, I think Charlotte figured it out. She says, Eric, why don't you try and plug that into the VCR? Okay, I'll try, Charlotte. Probably won't work. Then surprise, surprise.
Never underestimate us women.
It's true. It is true.
Are you going to have your wedding videotaped?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we hired a photographer. And a what? Oh, $30. What did I say? 20? Oh, well.
Did you sell it? Did you sell it?
Did you sell the fireman? I don't think. Oh, ducks. Okay.
I said if you ever get the fireman convention down here, that would be great.
Stella, where you been? Go on the extra list.
Eric,
Go to
sit down.
Connecticut and put in an application in an aircraft factory over there. So damn fool me. There was a fellow from Hurley went with me. He took his birth certificate, but I didn't. They wouldn't hire me. So they said, go back to Kingston and get your birth certificate. I went back to Kingston to get my birth certificate, and when the city hall burnt years ago, my birth certificate went with it.
But it was 1904, I think. Harold, I want to ask you something, because Charlotte at college, she's been teaching the kids about the 30s, about 1929, and the Great Depression and everything.
Yeah, that's right.
And she's learning about it too. She's been reading about it. And I told her that Grandpa and you both remember it. And Grandpa was telling me how used to be hobos used to come by and put a mark on the
curb.
Yeah, tell me about that. 'Cause
Well, you know the West Shore.
Mm-hmm.
They used to come and they jump off over by the tunnel.
The
They
hobos?
didn't come into the city, see? And they had a hobo camp over by the River Bridge, up on top there by the golf links. That's where they hung out.
Mm-hmm.
Then they used to go begging. And if he'd come into your house or knock on a door and you gave him something to eat, when he went out, he'd put a stripe on the curb. That was for his buddy.
Mm-hmm. To let him know?
Yeah.
So hobo really wasn't a bum.
There
He
were
was just
some
somebody.
guys that I talked to.
Looking for jobs, eh?
They had all kinds of jobs. They had trouble with their wives, and they walked out. They went hobo.
Mm-hmm. But it was hard to find a job back then, right? I mean,
Oh, Jesus.
yeah.
Oh, boy.
What do you
Well,
think?
I'll tell you something.
Uh-huh.
Later on, I don't know what years was that when Bess came to work in the silk mill? My wife, his sister.
I don't know how else.
I don't know what years it
That was
was.
before my time. That was probably.
But anyhow, my father was a machinist in a shirt factory in Kingston.
But what year?
That was in the 20s.
20s, before the
He
Depression.
was getting $27 a week, and I was a weaver in a silk mill, getting $70, $80 a week. So one day, like a damn fool, I put my hand in my pocket and lays the money on the table. My old man says, "Where the hell did you get that?" I said, "I got paid today." He got paid. You know you're getting 3 times as much as I am? You gotta pay more board here.
How much was he charging for rent at that time?
$7 a week.
Oh, see? Geez, that's what
$1 a day.
that's nice.
$1 a day. But you were buying stuff then cheaper than you're buying them today.
Oh, sure, sure. But now what happened? Now we were reading in some of the books that Charlotte has about what caused the depression and the stock market to crash. What was everybody talking about back then? What caused it?
It was the same as you got right now.
A lot of
The
things
bottom
caused
fell
it.
out. All manufacturing outfits.
It crashed at
They
29.
closed up.
That's had a lot to do with it. And then the dirt farmers, the farmers out west there, all the winds they blew all the topsoil up all the land out west, and they couldn't grow nothing. They were traveling all over trying to find a farm, find a place that they could grow something.
Mm-hmm.
And then it was work anyway. You couldn't get a job nowhere.
You were working at CC camp, weren't you?
Yeah, towards the end there, yeah.
Oh.
Grandpa, what did you do in a CC camp?
Well, then you just did anything they want you to do. We used to clean up the trails, make like we used North. You know where North Lake is,
Right?
We built North Lake there with all the. Oh gosh, they go again.
No, it's not going, Grandpa.
I was just wondering because I was telling Charlotte I thought that you had built the reservoir out there in Grahamsville, the Roundup
Yeah,
Reservoir.
I worked up there too for a while.
But that was afterwards.
That was later, but it was still things was tough then.
But in the CC camp, you were only like what, 13 years old.
$1 a
14?
day.
Yeah.
$1 a day, once a week, once a.
$1 a day and they fed you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds like the
You
military.
got $5. Rest of $25 went to your parents.
Mm-hmm. Hmm.
So you had $5 for a month to smoke and eat and drink or whatever.
Wouldn't surprise me
You got fed too.
1 minute to see this new president quit.
Clinton?
Got horsecock bologna.
Yeah.
Horsecock sandwiches and
Well, you know,
cheese
it
sandwiches.
seems to me, you know what it sounds to me like is back when the stock market fell,
Yeah,
people were buying everything on credit. And they're doing that nowadays.
Yeah, 1929 is when they had that big stock
Smash.
market. So, then everybody was jumping out of windows and whatnot.
people were buying cars up until that time.
With the law in this country, I just can't see it. Anybody kills anybody, in my estimation, that electric chair down in Sing Sing should be opened up. Not put them in jail and keep them in clothes for the rest of their life.
I told
And
Harold.
we're paying for it.
I told Harold before, it was on the news yesterday. Between New York State and another state around here, I don't know which was it, Jersey or where the hell it was. The one state's got, what do you call it? Not necessarily electric chair, but they inject them and kill them.
Lethal injection.
Yeah. And so this guy worked.
They'd do anything.
Yeah.
But there was a different generation then than there is today.
Well, what was so different about it?
He just
It's
didn't get a
different.
job.
It's the way these kids are brought up.
Today,
They have everything.
they won't
In
take
my
a job unless
time-
it's just the way what they want.
In my time, you didn't have everything you wanted. You get a kick in the pants.
Yes. Reading about these in this one book about the 30s, 1932, I think it was. People were going from unemployment agency to unemployment agency. To be a whole room full of guys looking for a job. Then they might have some guy come out and say, "Okay, we got a job. We need a typewriter repairman. 4 hours worth of work. Pays $1 an hour or 50 cents an hour." Everybody tried to get that job just for the.
Well, in my time, and Bill, you see what they did with him. They put him in the woods.
For CC camp?
Yeah.
Was that started by Roosevelt?
That was started by Roosevelt.
Yeah.
Before that, they had the what the hell they call it?
WPA.
Works Program Association or something
That's
like that.
right.
They had 2 or 3 other different things, but that was to put the people who work in Kingston. Like
On the
they
streets.
put them on the streets, put them anywhere, doing any kind of work. Everybody stood around with a shovel in their hand, leaning on his shovel or something. And I said he had to pay him.
Good. Some people never
They
got
gave
out
them
of
some
it.
free food if they had it, but they never had a whole lot of free food either.
How about before Roosevelt was president?
Yeah, Hoover, wasn't it Hoover?
Me too.
Yeah, Hoover was.
What was he like?
Yeah, he was no good. They had a lot of that before was this Hoover, what it was. There were a lot of vets for the Second World War, and they were all supposed to get a pension. They were waiting for their pension, and nobody would pay them. So I know this Hoover was one of them that wouldn't pay, I think. So they marched on Washington to try to get their pension. It wasn't a hell of a lot of money. I forget what it was. I know the guy that got it, $500 or $600 or whatever. It was that much. And then they had MacArthur and all these other ones. They were head of the army and what have you. They brought them in. They shot the guys down, the vets down, and beat them up. And they were living down there by Washington, waiting, trying to get their money. And they got the cops and they got the veterans of the army and brought them all down there, the National Guard, and chased them all out of Washington, shot at a lot of them.
When was this?
This is about 1930. This is just before Roosevelt, I think, around 1928, 30.
Yeah. Was Coolidge? I think it was President Coolidge. Then it was Roosevelt. No, then it was
Hoover's the one.
Hoover.
He built that dam out there.
Yeah.
Oh, the Hoover Dam.
The
Yeah.
Hoover Dam.
That's the only thing I could remember from
Yeah, they bought it.
high school is Hoover
Made
Dam.
made a lot of work.
Well, at the Shokan Dam, there was some bunch of guys who worked there, and every damn one of them was a foreigner.
Well, at that time, everybody was foreigners. They all come over and bought on the boats.
lower wages.
That's when my father worked up there on the reservoir. He was Lamontville, and that's where I was born. That was 1916. So the old man was walking all the way from Marbletown here all the way over to the reservoir and go to work on the spillway.
Mm-hmm.
And when they get over there, if it was raining, they'd say, sorry, fellas, no work today. So you have to walk back home. He got $2 for the day's work if he worked. Had to walk about 8 miles to get there.
That U&D Railroad used to go right through the middle of the reservoir, and they made them move it all over towards, what is that, 28? That road goes up there to Oneonta.
Yeah.
I think it is 28. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, they made them move the railroad track all over near that road, out of the reservoir. I remember a lot of it. Boy, my old man used to sell more sewing machines up there to the Italian women. And if he didn't get his money, he went right to the boss, and they took it right out of the guy's pay to make the payments. $3 a month.
Oh, I wish we had that kind of payment
$3
now.
a month.
Oh. Jeez. Well, during the Depression, during that time, you were, well, let's see, you're how many years older than Grandpa? You were a young man.
He's 11 years younger.
That's
Older,
right.
yeah.
Older, huh?
So you were probably around 20, maybe 24 years old, something like that?
What the hell, when I went to silk mill, I was only 19.
Mm-hmm. So you were...
I graduated from high school, and I went to silk mill.
So you had a job during the Depression, most of the Depression.
Huh?
You had a job during most of the Depression.
Yeah, but some parts of it he did too.
We were doing good.
You got lucky.
Very good.
You were lucky.
Lost his house. He had to
What?
go to work.
You know who was backing them up? Japan. Because all that finished cloth, Georgette, satin back and crepe de chine, it was all shipped over to Japan. Then they dyed it. It was all white. They dyed it and sent it back here. All the women, they all had dresses and skirts and everything made out of that cloth. It ain't no more. There ain't none. There ain't none. There was a mill here. There was a mill in 4 or 5 mills in Patterson. There was 4 or 5 mills in Jersey City. And they were
Walden,
all doing the same as we were. And then a bunch of them come up here one day, and they talked to some of the Polacks about going on a strike. We were making $65, $70, $75 a week, and they wanted us to go on a strike. Some of them Polacks went along with them. You know what the boss says? Get out of here, and I'm locking this gate, and we're moving out of here. That was the end of the silk mill.
And then
Best worked in the mill.
she
She worked. That's where I met her.
that's where you met Bess.
Yeah,
It was,
So
the
after-
same, it was the same way with all the shirt factories in Kingston. They had
that's it.
a bunch of shirt factories. The goddamn union come up here and moved, didn't he? Got all those stupid women there that couldn't even speak English. They were happy with what they were getting. But they got them to go out on a strike. It's first thing you know, they closed all the different shirt mills. They all closed up. They were all out of work.
What was your dad doing at the time? He was working at the gas station,
My
wasn't
father, he wound up at
Working
the
on
gas
a
station.
railroad.
Well, he was on a railroad a short while. He lost out on that too, and then he wound up with on the gas stations. That's how come he stayed there so long, because the only damn job you could get.
Yeah, but it must have been pretty tough for him to sell gas when hardly anybody was driving a car anymore.
Yeah, well, that's just another story.
What happened with that?
I used to work in the gas station at that time. I filled in, worked a little bit in gas stations. Jesus Christ. That was when I quit school. I got a job, something $6 or $7 a week,
How old were you?
working at a gas station. I'm about 18, 17, 18.
So you didn't graduate high school?
No. So I quit. I thought I'd got $7 or $8. That seemed like a lot of money to me at that time.
Mm-hmm.
So Jesus Christ, then
Things has changed, boy.
I sit there for hours sometimes. I worked at another gas station for a guy at night once in a while. Sit there all night long, and that's only goddamn gallon of gas. Maybe possibly 4 or 5 gallons of gas.
Because it
Sit
was
there all day long, you might sell 8 or 10. And the gas, you buy the gas for 7 gallons for $1. That's what you could. That's all I had to pay for. 7 gallons for $1. And they used to come in with a quarter. Say, can I give you quarter's worth?
That's about a gallon, right? Or
Yeah.
less than. Oh my God.
Yeah, man.
Because
You're a big wheel if you had $1 to buy 7 gallons of gas with.
So what did people do? They couldn't afford to drive around. They would have to ride their bikes everywhere, I guess.
Well, actually, yeah, sure.
Everybody had horses.
Actually, you know, the gas
bicycles.
was cheap if you had a little money.
Mm-hmm.
You get 7 gallons for $1. Look at compared to the price today.
Mm-hmm.
On a Sunday morning up in that Dutch church uptown,
Mm-hmm.
you should see the horse and wagons on the streets when the service was in there.
Oh, was it in church? Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody drove the horse. That's kind of neat. Everybody drove the horse and buggy. Huh.
You lost your house, Harold?
Huh?
During the Depression, you lost your house?
Did I have a house?
Yeah, Grandpa said you lost
Yes.
it.
Oh,
How
not the
come
one
you lost
have
your
now.
house?
Well, that was another house I had.
How come?
Yeah.
But it paid.
I was working on a railroad and I got laid off. Then I went to shipyard. We were building, what do they call it, boats for the Navy.
Mhm.
I went to shipyard. I wasn't getting nowhere near what I was getting on the railroad, and we lost the house.
So the banks came and took it.
So we moved to Hurley, and we stayed there for a while. First thing you know, they called me back on the railroad.
Tell them how much you paid rent the place out in Hurley for a week, or a month rather, a month.
$8.
Wow. We'd be millionaires if we
And that
owned
house that he lost, I think it only cost you about $10, $15 a month for that, didn't it? You couldn't afford to pay it.
17.
17.
Mm.
But I had 4 kids.
But
Mhm.
4 kids.
Mm.
That was too
He
much.
lost the house.
Mm.
The hell are you
My
gonna
uncle, my other brother-in-law, Carl Snyder,
Snyder.
they had a house there too, and they practically lost. They did lose it. They had a nice brand new house on
Roosevelt
Roosevelt
Avenue.
Avenue, and he had a good job working for the Freeman office and the Leader office and newspapers. And geez, he was getting, well, at that time, he
Pretty
was
good
probably
money.
getting something like $30 a week or
Yeah.
whatever. It was a hell of a lot more or less.
Mm-hmm.
The average guy was making maybe 16, and he was making something like 30, and he couldn't afford to pay for the house.
He was a
He lost the house.
typesetter.
And he was making more
And
than
that's
twice
a-
as much.
That's a particular job. Typesetter.
Oh yeah.
So he wasn't unskilled. He had a skill.
Yeah.
And he
we
still
had
couldn't keep his house.
2 girls. And I don't know. He lost the house too.
So things probably didn't even start to pick up until the war, until after the war, until World War II.
Well, his father, my father, was sick. He got sick.
Hey, Harold, you going to go out to eat tonight?
Huh?
Are you going over to your daughter's house to eat?
No, sir.
Not tonight.
No.
Why? Tomorrow, right? No, it's 20 after 3. I was wondering if you
Oh, no.
had to be over there.
No, I'm going to have chicken, mashed potatoes, I don't know what else. Peas, and what else? I don't know. Tea, and cookies.
I thought you didn't want tea. Just picking on you. Anyways.
I have tea every night.
Yeah.
I have coffee for breakfast. What did I say? 2, 3, 4. What else do you drink? Coffee?
Coffee, tea, hot chocolate.
I have the
Hot chocolate.
at night.
Oh
I
yeah.
have that. Dinner time. What the hell is
Soda.
No.
No, you don't drink soda.
No. What the hell is it?
Well,
Milk.
Coco's, what you have?
look at that bee going in there.
Yeah, cocoa.
He likes it.
I don't know.
What's that?
Yeah,
Look at the bee going right now.
they come get
Yeah.
a drink. Yeah.
Anyways,
you get down at Bill's beer can, Bill will drink them.
Yeah, he will. Anyways, Grandpa Harold, you were saying about back then, but about
What?
you were talking about back in the Depression. You were talking about your father or something about your father. What was it talking?
You were going to talk about World War II.
Oh yeah, about World War II. But you weren't in the war. You didn't go into World War II, were you?
No, what the hell? I had 4 kids.
That's true.
So they called me up.
Mhm.
I had to go to the draft board, and when they found out I had 4 kids, and they asked me what I did for a living, and I told them I was handy with tools,
Mhm.
and he says they can use you in a shipyard. So I told them on a railroad, and they said, we'll furlough you until the war is over, then come back and we'll take it back.
Mhm. Yeah, that's good.
So when I went back, they put me on the UND.
Uh-huh. The UND Railroad?
Yeah, and I
Okay.
went for 3 years, and I retired.
I'm going to sit right here and listen.
That sun is hot.
It feels damn good, I'll tell you. I'm just going to lay right here
Yeah, I think I'll go on home.
just for a few minutes.
I cut the grass this morning, and I hit the garage and broke some of the
Oh,
shingles.
hell.
Uh-oh.
Broke
Uh-oh.
the shingles off,
Did you hear that, Grandpa?
and
Tell me it ripped.
He hit the garage. He hit the garage this morning.
Oh, he did there.
I hit the garage coming out,
He's always blaming his
and I
Tennis for hitting
tore the shingles off about that far up from the ground. So I got them.
Yeah,
I got, oh geez, I got bundles of them.
Oh.
When a guy put shingles on a house, he had 4 or 5 bundles left. He says, you got a place for these? I says, I got a place for anything you want to give me. So
yeah,
he
you got
left
plenty
the-
of room there.
He left the 3 bundles of shingles. So every once in a while, when somebody breaks one, I got,
You can put one.
that's right.
Or when you break one.
Yeah.
Hey, Grandpa, he's still got his nuts. He's still got his nuts. The cat.
What do you mean?
No, I'm just kidding.
I don't know. Laura says
They do something else to him.
Laura said they do like they do with a man when they cut it
Inside.
bag open and they
Take out something.
They cut the
cut
string.
something
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
They can't produce
and
no
then they
more.
sew them up
That's it.
again.
And then they tell him. So now he doesn't go
They
around
can do
spraying.
the same thing to you.
Right, they could. That's
Yeah,
right.
they
Now they
can.
fight. Oh, come up, fight
Now
me.
he's like Carol. All he does is dream about.
They can do the same thing to you. Yeah.
They say that they can reverse that process, but it costs a lot of money.
Life is a funny thing.
It is.
So, Harold, how did things change after World War II started?
Huh?
How did things change after World War II started?
How things go?
How did things change? You know, people
The
had stuff to do. The economy, yeah. Did it get better?
Sure.
Why?
I don't know.
Maybe because
But
everybody pulled together.
there was more work for everybody. Making war materials. And
You don't
everybody,
even think about the girls anymore, do you?
they got
Not much.
called into jobs where they were laid off.
Mm-hmm.
I know we had a lot of them in Kingston that were shut down. And when that war started, they started up again.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm going to tell you one thing. Between you and I, I'm 85 years old.
89.
And any... yeah, okay. Anybody that's working like you people and got a steady job,
We're lucky.
if you don't stick money in the bank for an old age like I did, you're very foolish. Don't spend it as fast as you make it.
No, that's for sure.
Take my advice,
Mm-hmm.
because there's going to come a day when you wish you had it.
That's true. Except for if you got your money in the bank and like in the stock market, what about all those people?
That wasn't in the bank.
There were people that had their money in the bank and they lost their money. Their life
Oh, when the
savings.
bank's closed.
What happened then?
They think they put it in the wrong bank, that's all.
No, it's the
There's a
government.
lot of them today going bust.
Yeah, that's true.
The government was giving, they were guaranteeing $10,000 for everybody with their money in the bank.
Mm-hmm.
Now they guarantee 100,000, and it damn near broke the government. There's billions and billions of dollars of these crooks.
Well, take care.
See you later, Harold.
Yeah, okay,
Wish
see
you
you
luck
tomorrow.
on your graduation.
Thank
and
you.
I hope you get a job.
Thank you, sir.
She will. She will. She's a damn good teacher, I tell you.
Good.
She's a good teacher.
Well, take care.
Okay, Harold, drive carefully.
Yeah,
Have a nice dinner.
a lot of traffic around now. Be careful.
I hope your back feels better.
Yeah, come back and get some more sunshine tomorrow.
That feels good.
Yeah, Eric, I want you to do something.
Take care.
Sure.
Nice and comfortable. now.
Okay, Harold. I can help you. What you need?
I just want you to turn this handle. I want to see if this thing leaks in here, and I want to use. I got this hose hooked up, but I can't reach up there. You can.
That's so.
Dunlap's disease. You want me to turn my handle? Oh, come here. In here. Oh, this is good shot. What's this? It's my fitness treadmill. A total waste of money. She didn't lose any weight. No kidding, what are these stains here? Oh, that's just ketchup and mustard. And mustard. And that's why it was a taste of waste of money she was eating while she was riding at it. Oh, that's pretty good.
Earlier this week, those same fears and frustrations were heard in a
That's
call
pretty
for
good.
improved police protection.
Who's in control? A gang of black students coming out of the high school. They run it out of the businesses and they intimidate and rob the merchants.
Yet experts say blacks are not responsible
I
for
think
Boston's current crime
I
rate.
think they caught that guy today out there in California, whatever it was. He killed his mother and killed the post office. He
Oh
killed.
yeah, I read the paper today, the cover of it, and yeah, they caught him. He used to work for the post office.
Yeah.
They fired him because he was a nut.
It was two of them the same day, one in California and one 2 or 3 states further this way.
Right.
In an attempt to restore calm, South Boston High
The
School
one guy killed himself.
Friday, and only seniors will
He killed
return
1 or 2
on Monday.
people that he wanted to kill, and then he shot himself.
Cannot reverse the loss
What is it with
of
these
part of
postal
this
people?
conflict. 19 years ago, this high
Maybe it's a
school
high-stress
I don't know, geez, they should be happy as hell with the money they get.
Yeah, you get paid good money,
Jacqueline Adams.
and they don't have to work that hard. Well, maybe they do. I don't know.
The Supreme Court has rejected an appeal from a Vietnam veteran scheduled to be executed in Florida tonight. Veterans groups had sought a reprieve, saying that Larry Hill Johnson suffers from post-traumatic stress syndrome.
Yeah, well, he's going to have a little stress when they get through with him.
During the robbery in 1979.
They don't fool around with them down there in Florida.
They've been a lot of people getting executed lately.
Yeah.
They just, I mean, they've.
Down there in Florida, or these vets, because they, half of them got that excuse that they got this stress from Vietnam.
That's a crime.
That's as bad as the Second World War and the First World War. They said they were shell-shocked.
Just call 1-800.
Have stress of poison gas or something like that.
Everyone's going to have an excuse. It could very well be that some of them do have stress from that. But it's no excuse.
My goddamn right, you're out to kill somebody else.
That's right. What a stupid. You notice they had it under his nose like a booger?
I got a kick out of this commercial. Did they show it? Yeah.
Like it was under his nose.
Yeah. He goes up there and the weed is sticking out by the front of his head.
It's coming out of his nose.
Out of his
It's
nose.
a green booger.
Exactly.
It's a joke. What a joke. I don't know. I don't know.
February? Mr. Wrong. He's back.
What's today?
One calling plan that adjusts with
Saturday?
off again. On again.
Saturday.
It's the most from Sprint.
All day?
It saves you up to 36%
All day?
each month on whomever you call the most automatically. Could be the easiest part of your relationship.
Here we go. Last Wednesday. This is what I should have done on Wednesday. Put off bill paying and other money dealings. Leave credit cards at home and then enjoy the attention of attractive and well-off colleagues.
You should have.
I screwed up.
How did you act Wednesday when we were paying bills?
Spent most
An
of the
idiot.
week in Europe, and that trip is tonight's Washington Notebook. The post-Cold War world. Dealing with the Allies more complicated than
What are you? What
the
month?
Soviet Union.
America has made its position clear.
What month am I?
Oh,
It
Pisces.
will do its part. But Europe must be willing to act with us. We must go forward together.
Well, moving along, they're going to have all those poor bastards over there get shot up.
I don't think it's right that he sends the Haitians back.
What does mine say?
I would not support military action going in there.
But with growing signs of
Read it to me.
significant opposition,
Sudden journeys affect you. Someone's going or coming adds to your duties. In-laws may overstep bounds of your privacy, but now isn't the time to lay down the law.
This is the kind of crisis that will either be
In-laws, it says?
or won't be tackled at all. And yet the
Your
backbone of
family.
that collective effort has
Your
always
family.
been the past.
Oh, yeah.
In-laws are your family.
Oh, well, that didn't happen.
It's going to happen.
No, this is last Wednesday.
Is ready to help, but wants the
Turn
Europeans
it over.
as full partners. Not an easy sell to governments that already believe they are doing a lot.
Europeans have the peacekeepers on the ground. The French have something like 5,000 peacekeepers right now in Bosnia alone. They understand very clearly that those people will be the first targets if the U.S. starts bombing Serbian artillery sites.
Which is just the point being made this week in the British Parliament. Our own troops are not theirs, they're a daily risk.
Is that the armed personnel cars you were in?
APC, yeah.
You had with the tank,
That one looked a little different.
with the tracks?
You mean the immediate...
Well, probably a little different, I don't know.
When the United States decided to bomb Libya to punish its leader for supporting terrorism, it simply informed its allies. But building consensus for such action these days is much harder.
We used to essentially inform the Europeans of what we strongly desire to do in the guise of consulting them. In this case, we're actually consulting them.
So was this trip necessary in the New World Order inherited by President Clinton? The answer is yes. In the post-Cold War world where the United States is simply the major power in a world of many power centers, there will be a lot of shuttle nations like this and a lot of consulting. But another lesson is also emerging. Sometimes consulting will be enough. Sometimes it won't.
The lesson of the Gulf War was that force without any broader political strategy does not resolve a whole lot. You still have Saddam Hussein around. But Bosnia should...
They wouldn't be around if you got rid of them.
Unless it's backed up by incredible use of force and the threat to use it, it also contributes to nothing.
But today, even as he sought more cooperation from the Allies, the broader and perhaps more difficult task for the president still was to find some way to spell out for Congress and the American people why more than just consultation may eventually be necessary, or in his view, in America's interest.
Kind of neat how people get those bags under their eyes. You know?
Neat.
Huh?
Neat.
It is kind of neat.
What would you get if you squeezed
Grandpa doesn't have that very much. I'm just looking at the bags under his eye.
Oh.
You don't really have that very much.
Who's us?
The news guy that was just talking.
Oh.
He's got those bags.
Yeah, well, some
get it. Some people get it real bad. But it's kind of weird. It's from not sleeping enough or something.
For healthy teeth and protein to help build muscle. When you drink milk, it shows.
I'm jealous. I want to be able to be, by the time I have a kid, I'll be sitting there going, oh, I'm sorry, my back hurts. I can't lift you up here.
I got some of that mustard not long ago.
Is it any good?
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah?
And then the other day I saw another kind. I'm a nut on this, but any kind of mustard. That means it's different. I buy it. I bought another one the other day. That's good.
Oh, that was a great one right there. There's Johnny Carson. Got you on film there. Johnny Carson. Here's Johnny.
Well, Charlotte, say something intelligent for the camera.
Yeah, come on, graduate.
Something well
Thanks.
On the other side.
call on my colleague Barbara Hargrave of the Department of Music, who will sing America the Beautiful. He became the first full-time president of that association, often known as ASCA. By the time he retired, that organization had a membership of approximately 370 community with a total enrollment of more than 2 million students. As president of ASCA, Ellen Oswald stressed a structural plan for the future in response to the changing needs of students and society, and was committed to maintaining a multi-racial culture in our public colleges and universities. He has been a stalwart supporter of the years of student.
Did it kill Ebola?
Yes. Because he was weak. Because he lost his discipline. Just like the others did. Just like I did. Once you've lost your faith in discipline, it will devour you. Nothing can save you from it. You can't save me from it.
Australian.
Elbows down, keep it clean. That's it, mate. The mum moves in.
Marriage counsellor. Beer. Foster's Australian for beer.
Yo quiero Taco Bell. Now you can get 2 tacos for just 99 cents. Want some?
outside.
Don't point the camera at him.
Hey, Bo. No, I don't know. We'll find out. I think it's I think it's light enough.
Stand in the light.
That's it. No, I think it's picking it up. No, I think I got you just fine, Pop.
Hey, Joe.
Whoa! Oh!
Hey, you almost got knocked down there.
I know.
Where are you?
Good night, Aunt Roxy. Good night. Oh, I kissed them all.
Hey, knock it off,
You saw my Aunt Roxy's christening graduation.
Why did you bring that out before with her?
It possessed perhaps 100 tanks on the entire Western Front against the 2,000 of the Allied spearheads.
You know, with Delaware Memorial, and then Jersey Turnpike.
Sure.
It was Sunday, so I beat the traffic. Sure.
Last time we saw.
Here.
Whoa, there's some. There's something in this chair.
Oh yeah, that's a vibrator. Enjoy it.
I sat back and
Yeah. Yes, that's all right.
What is this?
That won't stop like your little rabbit.
He's really like, what's going on?
What are you doing? I hear that. I'm not going to change it this time, I'll tell you. No, hey, don't look at me like, no.
I hope there's no poopies in there because it's going to be like stew.
Oh yeah.
What's that? What are you doing?
Does it make it?
Daddy better change you.
He likes it.
He probably has a load.
Watch it if he goes.
He fell off the pillow. What was that thing? Let me try that again.
He's looking.
Why don't you try your hand, Charlotte?
Huh?
Why don't you try your hand?
I'll change his diaper.
Go for it. Pretty soon, too.
This is a vibrator.
Back
vibrating pillow.
I just found out.
Hey, get your tummy on that.
He's like, this is our show here. I'm putting on my little exercise.
Can you get a picture of John? John, you look great. Well, this,
Who is this?
let's zoom in on that.
Find the coffee cups, Uncle Ron?
I have no idea. Who are those guys? Wow. Check that out. Wow.
Who is it?
That's all pretty much moved in now? You know?
Well, I still got a lot of those boxes to unpack.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I tell you, it was very smart the way you had everything labeled.
Well, it helps a little. There's still stuff I don't know what's in some of the boxes, but it helps.
That's
I mean, telling you what room.
well, yeah, because you know, you walk in and, I mean, half the battle in one, if once you get inside, you don't have to stand there and go, does this go up to the loft, or does it go,
well, I
you know,
tried to
where?
decide where I went from. I think it's easier to have other people carry it upstairs than to have us carry it.
Yeah, well, the way I looked at it, for some reason, every box I picked up said loft on it. I thought,
You said, oh no.
well,
Here I go again.
But the ones that said loft weren't very big, but they were small boxes. I thought, oh, that's
Sure, they had this and large. It's not the greatest picture, but it was all of them together.
Oh, Michael and...
That's from our other house. That was Easter time. The sun was coming in the window, and it kind of spoiled the, it was too light.
Boy, Scott's really into this
Courtney
camera.
looks like a little doll, sort of, you know?
You should see her now, though. They had to cut her hair. It was getting too thin.
Oh,
And
really?
they sort of like took the scissor, I guess, and like feathered it. It sticks up on top of her head.
Like mine.
No, not like yours at all. It's longer, but it sticks up, and her whole head, she looks like Phyllis Diller.
Oh, no. Give her a green dress.
Yeah, it's funny.
Oh, jeez. That's a nice picture.
Hey, Eric.
Put it back one time and let me. He said no. I don't want to. Charlotte with the big thing. Okay. There we go. So fair. You're so fair. And you're so strong. How come you don't smile when I say pretty? When I say you're pretty, it means what? Do you see any resemblances, Joan? I see resemblances, Kevin. From here up, it looks like Kevin. From the nose to Kevin.
Yeah. Huh? I don't know what.
Oh, I love the way he always looks at the camera.
Saying I like trousers around Scott. I was naming that. My middle name is named here, and his middle name is named after my car. You're gonna crush your toes, Scott, and break them. I mean, all you want to know that.
Cheryl, are you going to put the hat on him?
Goes the other way. Yeah, that goes in the front. Just put on, we'll just put on for a second. It looks like a little pillow.
Is that like if his head gets cold?
I'm not going to keep that on.
Okay. Daddy. Is that right?
Yeah, just put you down for a second, Scott.
Scott, you can pay
Hey, Cheryl, will you just like stand right next to Jesse?
Steven.
There we go.
You have to get a sock to your shoes.
There he is.
Mommy's necklace. That looks like a girl.
And it's a photo. Oh, the truck is air conditioned.
kid running around.
I wanted a girl.
You made it, huh? All right.
Is that his yarmulke? What are you doing to you?
That's his yarmulke.
Sorry, Aunt Roxy.
You don't know, Buzz? Is it?
Let him go.
All right, honey.
Scott. Leave him be, Jesse. Leave him be.
Nope.
Hey, I gotcha. Gotcha. Yeah, I gotcha.
This is stupid.
Steven, what is this?
Just give it a shot. Give it a shot.
They got two little ones in there. Two little babies in that one. Uh-oh. Sorry.
Well, we have all the ways now, too. What's that?
Big church.
I think there's room for everybody here. The one row.
I got everyone, Lynn. Oops. What head?
They didn't think that they wanted to make sure there was room.
There's room.
No, there's not.
Hi. Hi. Hold on. Photo opportunity. There's Scott and his grandma. There she is. Oh. Whoops, wrong way. There we go. He loves to look at the camera.
have room. Other people move, you have to move.
Happy.
He's tired. He's yawning.
Yes, ma'am.
Kevin, look at the way he's looking all around. What is this big place?
Good. Now, the one final question I have to ask all of you, is it your wish that Scott Eric be baptized in the faith of the church that we have all professed with you, and you just respond, it is. Great. Now, you want to just lift Scott Eric right over you. That's fine, Kevin. Scott Eric, I baptize you in the name of the Father and of the Son and of the Holy Spirit. Okay, let's read this one.
He said, I like that.
All right, now give me a bottle. Now he wants to sit in there. Okay, folks. So you can just go back over there for the prayer that we have. And when the Lord comes, may they go out to meet him with all the things in the heavenly kingdom. My dear children, you have put on Christ. In him you have been baptized. Hallelujah, hallelujah. When you leave the ceremony today, my friends, bring the baptismal candle with you. And each year, as the youngsters celebrate their birthday, it's an important moment when the cake with the candle of God's Spirit. In Holy Communion, they will share the banquet of Christ's sacrifice, calling God their Father in the midst of the earth. In their name, in the spirit of our common discipleship, let us all now pray together in the words that Jesus himself gave us. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. Amen. Now we will sing to the Now send his peace upon all who are gathered here. Christ Jesus our Lord. Amen. May Almighty God bless you all, the Father and the Son and the Holy Spirit. Amen.
Our celebration of the sacrament of baptism is over. Let us go in peace to love and serve the Lord and each other.
My friends, if we could all perhaps maybe have a round of applause for these new little youngsters.
You see it in the corner? That means record. So if you hit the button again, it'll be off. Okay? You know how to do it. I showed her how inside. She's showing me a little bit.
Can I use it?
Well, right now I'm going to let Jesse use it for a while, okay? And I'll show you later on how to use it.
Let her film so we can get like.
See if we can get everybody in the picture.
Hi, Grandpa. Grandpa. Hi, Grandpa.
Shirley, you know what I thought of?
Hiya, John. That's right. Hi, Mom.
Jesse, put that away now.
No? I'm pregnant. Hi, Mom.
And it was short so that
Hi, Grandma.
This is Jessica.
Hello. How are you, honey? Good.
Stephen, no, Stephen, the other two. I'm Carol. I watched the baby.
Oh, you watched the
Yes.
baby? There's so many lovely things.
I love seeing how
How are you? How are you, Daddy?
You have 3 beautiful children.
Oh, thank you very much. How are you, Daddy? Some wonderful things about.
I love watching him. I'll tell you.
Hi, Rosie. Hi.
Oh, she's funny. She listens to all the panel.
You know what?
You know who gave us
You got it good?
I rewound it, it was fine. So.
I'm getting the hang of it. A couple more years I'll get it right.
Yeah, right. Oh, look, it's yeah. That's right. Right. Thank you, Kevin. How about you? Uncle Ronnie was But he said because they can lift them up and move them over the line.
Okay, my kids?
Amanda!
We're going to go to the park. There's a park right there.
Hey!
You were the best one. I said to watch, she's the best one. He's not even going to crawl. Are you picturing?
He started to do the water and he started going.
Get in, Charlotte.
And then he did 2 more dishes. And
He yowled.
Huh?
You yowled when they put the water on your head. Because I was holding. He still cries when she washes his hands.
He takes a shower. Where is Tom and Mark?
Hi!
Anyway, so
Hi, good. Okay, sure. Okay. All right, see you later. Kevin,
We're going to go to the park. Near the restaurant.
Okay.
hold him
I
again.
just want to go to the store for a little while.
Oh, you want me to? No. She wants to take a picture of me holding it.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
If we go follow you to the park.
Let me get him.
The store's right there. You want to get something, you can get it anytime, Charlotte.
Let me get one this way.
Oh, you're so pretty, Daddy.
Get him a savings.
He said, no.
Scotty.
Scott.
Get him a savings.
Scotty. He turned his head. Okay.
We gotta get him.
I want an 8 by 10 of that.
I'll get a picture in the negative. I'll get some later.
Scott, where are you? Hi, Daddy.
Amanda, come for a minute.
Does anybody need...
I think we have a
Hi.
Why not? As long as you take them back, that's all right. I raised my 3 already, that's it. I paid my dues. I don't take away.
Now he's official.
Now he's blessed, that's it. Forget it. Now the horns come out.
You better get her in. That look of panic on your face for just a minute.
Yes, the suit is really cute.
It looks like a little German band.
I know.
Is this yours, Jesse?
And the little shoes. I saw it. The hat. You know what he looked like when the Amish kids?
Yeah, he did.
Hey, get an ugly face.
Thank you kindly.
Hello.
What you talking about? How do you sleep? You're getting up?
Now, where's my mother?
A little bit better.
Well, maybe,
All right.
Bye, Phil.
It's done. It's done. The camera's just going right here.
Can I go with them now?
No.
Where are we going?
Going to the park.
You're going with us?
Yeah, we'll see you there, sweetheart.
Okay, can I go there?
Well, we'll see.